Leanne Anell. I am 37 years old and I am 34 and a half weeks pregnant with number 2. Our first one was a boy, and we are lucky enough to be having a girl this time. Overall, I think this pregnancy has been fairly smooth, no complications, which has been nice. The standard aches and pains that I think one would have being pregnant, but I've just been really blessed. Maybe just a lot more tired than I was the first time, and that probably has something to do with my 2.5-year-old running around keeping me busy. I think with the first pregnancy, the one thing that I really didn't have an understanding was I thought, you're pregnant, you're growing, you're getting bigger, and a lot of those aches and pains that I was having, specifically I was having a lot of lower back pain. I thought that was normal, and it wasn't until I think it was around the 30th week we had gone in to start taking our birthing class, and the instructor had just asked, how are you feeling? And I said, well, my back hurts a lot. And I said, but I guess that's just what you deal with. And she explained to me that that's actually not something that you have to deal with, that you can actually, get that taken care of. And so she was kind enough to introduce me to the idea of seeing a chiropractor and having that option to get treated, and with that we learned that there were other benefits, getting to help with potentially with the birthing, making sure that my body was prepared to have a natural birth. Our birthing plan was that we really wanted to do a lot of laboring at home, didn't want to rush to the hospital and be premature with that, and so we decided we were going to go home and relax and just sort of let things progress naturally. 4 hours after my water broke, I started to notice my contractions were becoming a little more consistent. They were about every 15 minutes. And then about an hour after that, I remember I woke up my husband and I said, I think we really need to start monitoring this and writing down the contractions. They were coming about every 7 to 10 minutes. And then it was probably about 2 hours after that, the contractions were then about 4 minutes apart, and we decided, it was 5 o'clock in the morning, we need to get to the hospital. I didn't want to deal with traffic, so we got ourselves in the car and got to the hospital, and they checked, and I was actually already 5 centimeters dilated. And so we decided, at that point still, I wanted to try to follow our birthing plan, which was to not have an epidural. So we just continued with the relaxation methods that I had learned in our birthing class, which was the Bradley method. I remember at one point, finally I said, it was about a half an hour after that, I said, I really think I need to push. And the nurse said, no, don't push, you have to wait for the doctor. And our doula, who was with us, she quietly whispered to me and said, you do what your body tells you need to do. So luckily the doctor walked in about a minute after that, and she said, oh, I really think you need to start pushing. Within 25 minutes, our son was born, and it was amazing. He actually was 6 pounds and as happy as could be. So it was a really neat experience. I want to do a lot of my laboring at home again, but when it comes to the actual birthing part, we do want to be in a hospital. We've been taking a lot of steps as far as chiropractic massage. We will have a doula with us. But for me personally, I just want to have that peace of mind of knowing that I can do all of the same things, the natural no epidural if at all possible, no episiotomy, those kind of decisions we've made in advance, and then we will go to the hospital to actually have the baby there in case for some strange reason something happens and we need that medical assistance. I just need that knowledge of knowing that the baby will be taken care of.